Hello, everybody. My name is Nisin Lopez. I'm a Cuban American artist based in Miami, Florida, and I also happen to be a targeted individual, a victim of covert organized gun stalking sponsored by the deep state criminal cabal. This phenomenon goes by many names. Some people know it as covert harassment, as community based mobbing, or as government retaliation, you know, where if you are a targeted individual, that means that you have been designated as an enemy of the state. Basically, people, federal and local police are working overtime in order to put you in jail under false accusations. So, as a victim of organized stalking, covert harassment, when you are a targeted individual, one of the things that you're going to experience is entrapment. You know, people in the law enforcement community, they're gonna pull the strings and they're gonna set you up, so they can incarcerate you under a false narrative. I'm gonna tell you a story real quick of something that I experienced on May 18th, 2012. On May 18th, 2012, I went to a concert. I went to a place in Miami, Florida, a concert venue known as the Grand Central. I went there to see, one of my favorite death metal bands, Obituary. And of course, I also wanted to see the other bands, Massacre, Hellwitch, and Thrash or Die. For those of you who don't know me, I've done album covers for bands. I've designed, logos for bands. I designed the band logo for Thrash or Die, and I did the album cover for the first album, their first release, Poster Holocaust. So I went to that show. I had a great time at the show. Everything was fine. At the end of the show, when everything was finished, inside the club, some guy approached me. I never seen this person before, a complete stranger. He approached me. I was wearing a Thrash or Die t-shirt. Keep that in mind. I was wearing a t-shirt that had the Thrash or Die logo on it. So this stranger approached me, and then he pointed at the Thrash or Die logo, and he said to me, "The guy who did this is a fucking faggot." I was shocked. I was perplexed, and I said to him, "I'm not a faggot. Who the hell are you? What kind of fucking bullshit is this?" And then he said to me, come on, man. I was just kidding. I know that you did the Thrash or Die logo. I know that you did the album cover for Poster Holocaust. I was just kidding. I'm actually a fan of your artwork." So this stranger that identified himself as Fernando, I can't remember his last name. I think his last name was Galan or something. I can't remember exactly. This Fernando guy claims that he's a fan of my artwork. This is a little bit strange because first of all, I am not a celebrity. I'm not famous. Very few people actually know about me. So, I said to myself, well, I came to this show to have fun. I'm not going to pay attention to this idiot insulting me, So, I went to a different section of the club. That there were sofas there, and I sat down with two friends of mine, Giovanni and Michael. So, I was talking about the show, it was a great show, this and that and the other. Now, this Fernando guy came, he approached us and he sat there with us and he started talking to us and stuff. I can't remember exactly what he was talking about, but at some point he pointed at me and then he insulted me again. So, I was like, "Hey, listen, bro." I told this Fernando guy, "Listen, I don't know who you are. I don't know who recruited you or whatever. But you need to stop fucking insulting me, okay?" And then this Fernando guy, insulted me again a third time. And not only that, he told me in front of my two friends, Michael and Giovanni. He told me that he was gonna knock me out. Basically, he threatened me with physical violence, and I have two witnesses that can testify to this. This guy threatened me with physical violence. He told me that he was gonna knock me out. You know, I mean, I know how to defend myself. That's not the problem here. I'm just saying that we're talking here about a guy that insults me 3 times for no reason, and then he tells me that he's gonna knock me out. He threatens me with physical violence. So my friends Michael and Giovanni came in between. When he insulted me for the third time, and he told me that he was gonna knock me out. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I got up from the chair, and then my friends came in between, and there was no fight, or nothing. But this Fernando guy, he was trying to provoke a fight. Basically, what it comes down to, somebody in law enforcement recruited this guy, this punk, this idiot, Fernando. Somebody recruited this clown so that he would mess with me. The idea was to provoke me, trying to trigger an emotional response, you know, hoping that I would retaliate so that the police could come in then, woo, so that they could arrest me, you know, under some type of charge. I don't know what kind of charge, some kind of the idea behind this is to make me look like a violent person, like I am a threat to public safety or something. Keep in mind, at that time in 2012, I had no criminal record, nothing at all. So when you are a targeted individual, you know, the folks in law enforcement in positions of authorities, they're gonna recruit these kind of guys to mess with you in order to destroy your good name. I'm talking here that they're gonna set you up, entrapment. These kind of guys, that are recruited to mess with you, these kind of guys, some of them are paid cash money. Some of them are given gift cards as a reward. Some of them have a criminal record, and and basically the police forces them to collaborate. And some of them do it just for the thrill. They are sold a false narrative about the target. So these kind of guys, they are known as citizens on patrol. They are known as surveillance role players, and they are also known as neighborhood resource unit. These losers, the harassed, targeted individuals, these clowns, they are recruited by the so-called authorities through community programs.